All right, welcome back to DC News Now. We're following that breaking news. We're hearing from police about that stabbing here in DC. Let's take a listen.
We've been holding this long. Okay. All right, good afternoon. I'm Chief Pamela Smith of the Metropolitan Police Department. I'm joined today by members of the Metropolitan Police Department Executive Command Staff, Chief Carroll, Chief Wright, Chief Kyle, Assistant Chief Kopp, and Commander Rooney. At approximately 3:22 p.m. this afternoon, 5th District officers responded to the reports of a stabbing. Officers arrived on scene in less than a minute and located numerous people suffering from stab wounds in the area of Montello Avenue and Meigs Place Northeast. Officers immediately provided first aid and requested DC Fire and EMS to respond to the scene. 4 women and 2 men were transported to area hospitals as a result of a senseless assault. They are all listed in stable condition at this time. The 5th District's crime suppression team was in the area and located the suspect laying in the ground in the 1700 block of Montello Avenue Northeast. Officers used good tactics to safely take him into custody without incident. The knife pictured here, here's a picture of the knife. The knife that I just shown you was recovered a few feet away from the suspect and is believed to be the weapon used in the assault. Based on preliminary information, it appears the suspect was in an altered mental state from an unknown substance. While walking down the street, the individual began stabbing himself and then stabbed a female acquaintance who was also with him. The suspect then stabbed others standing outside in the block. 2 Good Samaritans, and we are very grateful for them this afternoon, tried to intervene in the suspect's assault and were among those who was injured. I will say this, even though we're grateful for their intervention, we would ask that individuals who see incidents such as this to not intervene, because these 2 individuals, although Good Samaritans, were also stabbed as part of this assault. I want to offer my thoughts to the victims, their families, and those who witnessed today's events. This incident highlights the need for assistance of substance abuse issues within our communities. I'll take a few questions at this moment. Say that again.
Once the suspect was located, the knife was recovered, and then shortly before you start talking about
On the preliminary information? The preliminary information, it appears that the suspect was in an altered mental state from an unknown substance. While walking down the street, the individual began stabbing himself, and then he stabbed a female acquaintance who was also with him. The suspect then walked away from her and stabbed other individuals outside the block. And that's when the 2 Samaritans intervened to attempt to stop the suspect, but they were also injured as well. I don't know about the medical emergency after that, but I am aware of the fact that the second set of individuals that the suspect attempted to assault was a grandmother and 2 daughters, 2 granddaughters.
Other people said they didn't recognize this guy. Do you know if he's from around here?
That's still under investigation at this time. Well, what we know right now, they're in stable condition. We do not believe that their injuries at this time are life-threatening.
Do you have an age range of the victims?
We do not. As you can tell with the scene, this kind of big, kind of spread out and multiple.
Well, you heard Chief Pamela Smith discussing what happened earlier. Again, several people stabbed Tosin, the suspect, in custody.
That's right, and we're told that it was people in the hospital. They're in stable condition, which is the good news. Chief Pamela Smith talking about the person who did the stabbing may not have been in the right state of mind. They say the person started stabbing themselves first, stabbed a woman next to them, then down the block started stabbing several people. And she did give credit to 2 Good Samaritans. She said stepped in and tried to help while people were stabbed. Unfortunately, those people were stabbed as well. But I guess some good news in all of this is that those people are in stable condition.
And it's a tough situation because the chief also mentioned that, you know, you kind of want people to get involved to try and end the threat, but she's also encouraging people to not get involved because they're going to also put themselves in harm's way. So it's a tough situation.
Yeah,
but they did try and help.
And she did say when fire and EMS got on the scene, or at least officials got on the scene, they tried to render first aid and then asked for DC Fire and EMS to get on the scene. This is a developing story. Daniel Hamburg is there. He'll have more on this as we continue to follow this breaking news story.